Welcome to Disloyal. Hi, I'm Evan, and this is the story of how my marriage unraveled because of a single voicemail. In the days following that moment, I kept telling myself that I never should have listened to it. 100 times a day, I repeated that thought, wishing I could undo it. But deep down, I knew the truth. The moment I pressed play, my marriage was over. It was a Tuesday night. Maria had left her phone on the kitchen counter while she was in the shower. I wasn't looking for anything. I wasn't the type to pry, but when her screen lit up with a notification, my eyes landed on it. A voicemail from an unknown caller. I hesitated. My heart pounded as my fingers hovered over the device. And then, as if something beyond my control compelled me, I picked up her phone. I called her voicemail, tried a few passwords I knew she often used. It didn't take long before I was in. There it was, a single message waiting. I pressed play. A man's voice filled the silence. Maria, I can't keep this in any longer. I love you. I love you in ways I never thought possible, and I need to know if you feel the same. I know we promised no more voicemails, but I had to hear your voice, even if just on this recording. Please call me back. The message ended, but my world fell apart. I stood frozen, my pulse pounding in my ears. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe it was some cruel joke. But deep inside, I already knew Maria wasn't the woman I thought she was. That night, I didn't confront her. I couldn't. Instead, I stayed in my office, making some excuse to sleep on the futon. I lay there, staring at the ceiling, my mind spinning. Every memory replayed in my head. Every late-night work meeting, every text she quickly dismissed, every moment I had ignored the signs. How had I been so blind? I needed proof. The next morning, after Maria left for work, I made the call. A private investigator. His name was Carter, a no-nonsense guy with a gruff voice and a reputation for getting straight to the point. "Give me a few days," he said. "If there's something to find, I'll find it." And he did. 3 days later, Carter handed me a folder. My hands trembled as I opened it. Inside were photographs, Maria and him at a restaurant, their hands entwined across the table. A kiss outside a hotel. The timestamps told me everything I needed to know. She had been with him not that long ago. Carter had gone through our phone records with my permission, and the phone company had retrieved deleted texts. The dates revealed the truth. This had been going on for months. I closed the folder, swallowing the bile rising in my throat. "So what now?" Carter asked. I didn't hesitate. That night, I filed for divorce. I set the folder on the dining table and waited for Maria to come home. She walked in, smiling like nothing had changed. "Hey, babe. Long day. Sit down." Her eyes flicked to the folder, and I saw the color drain from her face. "Evan," she started, but I held up a hand. "Don't," I said, my voice steady. "Just don't." I slid the folder toward her. She opened it, flipped through the photos, then closed it without a word. "Say something," I demanded. She inhaled sharply, blinking rapidly like she was searching for the right words. But nothing came. "You've been lying to me for months. You had a choice, Maria. You could have come to me, told me if you weren't happy. Instead, you snuck around. You let me believe we were okay." Tears welled in her eyes. "Evan, I don't care why." I cut her off. "I'm done." Her breath hitched. "Please, let's talk about this." I shook my head. "No, there's nothing left to talk about. I deserve better than this, and you know it." The next morning, I called my lawyer. A few weeks later, with my lawyer's recommendation, I was living in my office. A month after that, I was out of the house, and the divorce was in process. Thinking back to those early days, when the wound was raw, I wish for ignorant bliss. But in reality, I'm glad I ripped off the Band-Aid and listened to that voicemail. Sometimes, the truth hurts, but we have to learn to deal with it, weather the storm, and keep moving. We are worth more than keeping our heads down and just going along with something when our dignity and self-respect are on the line. Hello, Maria here, to give you some final closure on this story. It's been 2 years. I won't lie. When the divorce was finalized, I thought I'd be fine. I thought I'd move on, that the excitement I felt with Adam would replace what I lost with Evan. I was wrong. Adam and I didn't last long. Whatever thrill we had in secrecy faded under the weight of reality. He wasn't the man I had built up in my head. And when the guilt of what I had done to Evan truly set in, I couldn't look at Adam the same way. Since then, I've dated here and there, but nothing sticks. Meanwhile, Evan seems content. He's not dating, but he's not lonely either. He's found peace in ways I haven't, and that's what hurts the most. Because I ruined the best thing I ever had. And he's free from the weight of it all. I'm the one left looking back, wishing I had never spoken to Adam in the first place. Hey, thanks for watching another video. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, please like, share, comment, and definitely subscribe. It helps keep the channel going in more ways than one. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a blessed and wonderful day.